What's up, everyone? This is Saiyan91 back once again for some more Let's Play Brutal Legend. Last time we took care of a few new missions, new side missions anyway. And in this one we're going to start off with the Tour of Destruction. Let's talk with Mangus.
Ready to go?
Just a few more hours.
You got 20 seconds. It's time to go.
I only need 10. Let's go!
No sleep till Battersmith.
No matter what happens, keep driving, Mangus.
No prob. You never taught me how to stop this thing anyway.
I'll take care of anyone or anything that tries to stop us.
Isn't Battersmith the other
Here
direction?
is the start of the Tour of Destruction. Basically what this is going to be is just going up that hill over there. But we can't exactly go up it because this bus isn't really structurally sound and it might pretty much tip over. And here is the enemies for the mission. Pretty much like grenade-tossing monkeys, but I prefer to call them internet trolls. It's around the same thing, really. And they're pretty much going to come from everywhere and anywhere. And what you have to do is prevent them from blowing the hell out of the bus, basically. What I like to do is go above ground. That's where most of them are anyway. And don't worry about hitting the bus. Your bullets don't do anything to it. You can't sabotage yourself. So you'll be okay.
Oh man, where are they coming from?
And just to be sure of myself, I have my thumb pinned to the trigger of the machine gun bullets. Sometimes you gotta wait and back for the guys to actually show up before you make them explode. It's just the thing you gotta do. Otherwise you're gonna be running in front of the bus and chances are it won't end well for either you or it.
Wow! I see something in our rearview
But
mirror.
your machine gun bullet should be fine enough. I wouldn't suggest doing this mission without them. Otherwise you're gonna be taking a lot of valuable time away from protecting the bus. Well, you know, it's over there. Sadly,
I see more tick choppers up here, Eddie.
the machine gun doesn't automatically aim. You really have to be in front of your target in order to get any sort of results.
Hey, Riggs, we're getting killed over here.
And in case you're wondering if your bus is getting damaged, highly or not, you should look for the smoke
More tick
from the
choppers.
exhaust pipe. If it turns like really dark or really black, chances are you're a few hits away from blowing the hell up. And don't worry about using your side weapons. They don't really do very much, and they're not that reliable, since they have to pretty much run into you in order to get hit by them. So stick with the primary weapons.
Crap, more biker monkeys.
And we should be close by the so-called place Battersmith that Lars was talking about. It's pretty much the main doorway to Lionwhyte's headquarters. And more monkeys. More trolls. And of course I don't get anything with it. Thanks a bunch. Boom! There's one. We hit exactly one with my flamethrowers. Fantastic. Well, two now.
I think we're here.
That's the main barracks of Lionwhyte's guard.
And beyond it, the cleave of the Impaler.
Lionwhyte's tower is just on the other side of them. What are we waiting for?
Mangus, unload the bus. When I get back, battle time.
Yeah, that mission isn't too hard if you know what you're doing. But chances are, if you're new to this, you might be able to screw it up once or twice. And I thought I raised this before, but I guess not. So I'll raise it up and see what's new in the motor forge before we go to the next story mission.
Wonder how many of these things there are.
Let's see if we got any more valuable upgrades. And I forgot to mention, you can also use the Deuce in your little battles. But I prefer not to, because typically it gets in the way and wastes a lot of time. What you got to say for us now, Ozzy?
The Guardian of Metal's getting a little bit tired of all this.
Well, can you really blame him?
Metal noise, blood.
We got some more axe treatments and some of my favorites, such as Bloodlust and Chain
This
Lightning.
one's a troublemaker.
When you hit something with Chain Lightning, as soon as you hit one enemy, another bolt of lightning immediately hits another target. So there's where you get the name Chain Lightning. It's a chain effect. And with Bloodlust, the more you use it, the better it gets, but if you don't use it after a certain number of seconds, then it goes back down to its lower stats. And just for the sake of doing something different, I'll pick Bloodlust. Yeah, don't forget to feed it. And other than that, there's not very much else.
Get a little more bang
Rock
from
kick.
Here's a kicky little number.
Oh,
It's like
here's
a
my
pretty
favorite
fountain
special
that
attack,
kills people.
the Roman Candle. Pretty much makes a fountain that annihilates your enemies.
Enjoy that one, you sick bastard.
You don't need to call me any names.
It's like a pretty fountain that kills people.
Best explanation ever. I might as well get the rest of these, even though I'm not going to be using many
Here's
of
a
them.
kick. Just make sure you swallow.
Yeah, especially
Careful what
Grabber.
you pull on.
Ugh. See what
Now,
kind
these
of
are a lot
effigies
bigger
we
than they
got.
look.
We got
Now,
Killmaster,
there's the
Guardian
real-
of Metal.
Oh no, who put this in
Of
there?
course, he has to be in
Now,
there.
there's the real deal.
Pretty much every important
Smells
story
better than
character
the
is
original.
in this, so don't worry about it. But for the most part, I'm going to be skipping over them.
Style is important. There's
I
none
think it's
that
time
can
for a
buck
new
out the
paint
scratches
job. Let's
the
do
way
Motor
Armageddon
Freak.
intended.
This is Fleetus's paint job, so let's mock him with it. Anyway, that's it.
Okay, see you later, Guardian of Metal.
I want you to go fucking crazy out there. Do you hear?
You asked for it, it shall be done. Now we are finally ready to do the next story mission. Now that we have the mighty Bloodlust in it, it's actually bleeding out on the ground. I don't know why it looks so different when you go into the motor forge, but apparently when you're out in the field, it's bleeding. Anyway, let's go on with the story. Hey, Mangus.
Ready?
Just about. Is it time?
Mangus, the hour of rock is upon us.
Oh, man. Okay. Break's over, people.
Oh my god.
Get away from those fans! You leeches!
Boss!
Eddie!
My back!
Edward!
Ah! 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 Ah!
Those druids at the temple. They must have poisoned their blades with demon venom.
Will remind me to send him a thank you note. I feel great!
You need to lay down in the bus.
Listen to me, I know you're all freaking out right now, but I promise you, I feel fine. I may have been stung with some sort of poison demon juice, but I'm sure the effects are temporary. I'm still just your old pal Eddie. So before this infection wears off, I say we use it to our advantage. Let us not fear this blessing from the Titans!
He's right. Everyone get ready for battle. The enemy is upon the field.
I was afraid this would happen.
Don't worry about me, I've always kind of wanted wings. In fact, when I was a kid, I used to dream about it all the time.
I hope my parents were wrong about this.
Hey, everybody! Look over here a second. I'm gonna do a trick.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final upgrade in the whole serpent, the bound serpent thing. It upgrades your flight, pretty much how fast you fly. That's why I didn't pick it up until now. And with these leeches, yes, he finally said it. With these leeches, you have to get them off of the fans, otherwise you cannot use them. Quite obviously. And here's where we also get our final command, which is pretty much the go-to mission, or go-to command.
Find the beacon and get yourselves there.
And it's best used when you actually have a large amount of people on your side. And press the right stick to land. And that is actually where we want to make our first stop. You want to get rid of that guy with the mortar cannon, because he is going to cause some major problems. And when the leech is off, you can put in your tribute. Damn it.
I don't want to burn my fingers
Come on, Clementine. There we go. And also we should do the Call of the Wild, because it gives us a few temporary units. And the units are actually the last animal that you killed. So for us it'd be the raptor elves. If we waited, we would have gotten a bunch of razor fire boar. And so this is our first real kind of rock battle. So let's fly up to this and stop the guy with the cannon.
Right, enough with the mortar cannon already.
I'm just following orders.
Goodbye, and get out of here. You're too slow to actually make a dent in me. And get out of here, you too. Get out of here, Lionwhyte, damn it. Freak. So no more mortar cannons. We don't have to worry about them anymore.
Plant it for a sec.
And thankfully, our little elk friends help us out. They cannot be, you know, harmed to go over to their side since they cannot control animals. I think if I do this, after this I'm going to go create that bound serpent right in the middle of a fight. Makes a whole lot of sense. Here we go. 40. Yep, here's our flight. Yeah, it's kind of cheating with the whole collectathon thing, but I gotta do what I gotta do. And thankfully, our little command down there in the red will teach us, or tell us, when something's going wrong, like when a certain unit's being pummeled to death. Where to next? I'm primarily going to use Razor Girls for this because they're, of course, good with long range, and plus they get more power. Speaking of which, I should probably use the Battle Cry. I don't believe that the Battle Cry affects story-driven characters like Lars or Lita, but it will affect all your other units.
Standing ovation for me?
Up we go, and go destroy that tower. Yes, thankfully they let you destroy the enemy's tower to kind of supplement your own. And here's where I'm talking about where you can use the stage itself. You can use the spotlights, you can use the music down there, change the songs in the middle of a fight. This, with the spotlight, you charge it up and then release. Kind of a basic little thing, and it works for both of them. For the stage, it's kind of different. You can heal the stage, Later on, you can actually use the speakers to push your enemies back. So it's all getting a bit better as time goes on, but you gotta wait a little bit. It's all about patience. And sadly, this will not be our last brush with General Lionwhyte, unfortunately. I believe the guy who does his voice, his name is Rob Halford. I believe he's from the band Judas Priest, but I never heard of Judas Priest, so don't expect too much out of me when it comes to biographies. Hey, leave my ladies alone. Slash you up, fool. It may seem weak at first, but you just gotta work at it when it comes to bloodlust. And now time to get me another fan tower. And when the fans turn red, you cannot attack or get them. You must get rid of all the enemies in the surrounding area. So you can't be too cheap when it comes to this. And a little bit of face melter. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed eating, because you're not gonna do it anymore. And when the tide of battle turns, you're gonna send them to attack the gate itself. Ladies need a hand. Boom! Blasted off a big chunk of rock. Should be over soon. We're almost there. Come on, guys, put your back into it. Alright. Victory!
I should have known better than to hire guards whose hands are bigger than their brains. You're all fired. Every fat, worthless one of you.
Stop, Edward. They are no longer working for Lionwhyte. They are no longer our enemies. Our real enemy is through there. Let us move forward.
Got the stage all packed up, boss.
Ah, see? I'm already cured. I told you it was nothing to worry about.
Stop right there. If you can make it through the cleave alive, then you must work for General Lionwhyte.
Oh, knock it off, Lita. They work with me.
So that's how you smuggled them out.
But how did they get through the cleave undetected?
Yeah. Let me guess. You guys are really great at hauling stuff? You hang out in the shadows? You only wear black? And you're really hard to see from far away?
What? I don't...
My friends, these are roadies. And they're here just in the nick of time. They're gonna get us through this canyon, but first they're gonna need some monster amps.
You mean, like those of the Screaming Wall?
Not sure, but I like how that sounds. Okay, meet me at the Screaming Wall with your roadie friends, and we'll see if they can carry a little extra wattage.
Yes, we are not the only roadies in the game, but they'll be coming in handy in the next fight. And so I'll probably end this video off when I visit the Mortar Forge. Now I'm not limited to getting any specific bound servants. Now I can just keep on collecting them as I used to. But with this, I should probably have gotten this before I actually went to the fight. This and the other one that I passed during the battle. They're both ones suited for your army. Rally army pretty much goes to your current position. And the other one, which I don't exactly use early on, but later on it does become very, very useful, is called the Rally Flag. It pretty much points your army to go into a certain location wherever you put a certain flag. Like so. Instead of... Well, how do I... When your units are first created, when they're first launched out of the stage, they stay by the stage. So when you have your recall flag out, they'll instantly go to that position. This makes it very easy to have them in a certain position ready for an attack instead of having to wait there and then be called there. See what I mean?
What is it?
I believe that's the last one that he actually says. That will be new. All the rest will be... I believe he has like one that keeps on repeats after this.
These strings come
So keep
with
that
a
in
free
mind.
paint job, I should mention.
We got some new guitar strings,
It's like
and
soloing
one of my
with a
favorites
whole
is the
back
shredders. They reduce the cooldown from your guitar. The brawlers, and then there's destroyers. I don't know why they even bother to put the brawlers in here, considering that these are actually much, much better. But whatever. They can't give you everything at once.
With a whole backup back. Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
No, it does not make any sense. So why say it? And so what we got our shredder and we got our bloodlust. So that should be good enough. And what the hell, I'll put on the Ironhead logo just to see if I can blend in with my fellow army.
Fucking crazy!
And that is my favorite quote that he says. Is my favorite out of all of them. I believe the one he says right afterwards is essentially the same, but like the tiniest bit tweaked. Now I guess it's gonna do it for this part. So next time, and let's play Brutal Legend. We continue on with the side quests and the collectathon. Now that we know what Mr. Eddie Riggs is capable of. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.